gonna pay for all my sins. Crime is gonna pay for all with no resistance. Now do it. What we gonna call it? All out falling. Crime's gonna pay. How we gonna do it? What we gonna call it? Rome is falling. Crime's gonna pay me. Flatline for the ninth time. I'm on a first name basis with the afterlife, and there's no ceiling when you're the demon. I dug myself out of the dirt for a reason, and I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die, knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for me. And I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right where I began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die, knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die.
I think everyone's a little scared of what's next. Live or die. Live or die.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die, knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. On that Pittsburgh sideline, a look there at the Steelers head coach. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Tirico with Greg Olson. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. And off we go from East Rutherford. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Brees Hall, the intended receiver. It's second down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
He's got a receiver, Alan Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action with Fields. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. From the 23, here's second and 5. Give up the middle with Hall. We'll get this right to the 20-yard line. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Folks' kick is good. And the Jets are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll run here with Gainwell. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Quinnen Williams there to make the play. Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Greg, for the Jets, the reset button hit again after 5 and 12, the Aaron Rodgers few seasons. Now it is start brand new again, this time with Aaron Glenn leading the charge.
talk about Aaron Glenn, Mike, and you think the job he did as defensive coordinator over the last couple years in Detroit with the Lions, maybe the rebuild of all rebuilds alongside Dan Campbell. So can he now do it again as the head coach? The number one question, what's everyone asking, Mike? Is Justin Fields the quarterback of the future? I'm not sure any of us are ready to answer that question right now, but can they build a culture of winning? Can they get this Jets organization back on track where they can compete for division titles?
Don't jump.
Fields now to throw on first down. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run. It's Hall. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. Pick up
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Hall. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Deshaun Elliott on the safety blitz, bursting in to record the sack. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Steelers offense ready for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 9.
Once again, it's ETN. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. In trouble, and down he goes. Quinn Williams. What a way to kick off the new year. 2 sacks in the first half of the opener. 3rd and long. Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over just shy of midfield.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Fields going to hang on to this one. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. We're good. Hurry up, hurry up. Blue 58, blue 58.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Here we go, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action now for Fields. Looking middle. That's the tight end, Taylor. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here we go. Green night. Night.
To throw is Fields. And this ball incomplete on third down. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jets will open up a 9-0 lead. So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion. And even the 1 year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to that defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass-heavy, they're the spread attack. They've got unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, a quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a three-man race in the AFC North.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. The carry here for ETN. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. They'll run it once more with ETN. Oh, he hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Jets come up with the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. Get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. Once the guard's able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
3
On the return is Jones. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Steelers offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado,
pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a